Hi there, I'm John of John's Carnivorous Plants. This is my indoor nursery, and today we are going to talk about common carnivorous plant hitchhikers. So, every so often, I'll get ooh, what is this? And man, there is a lot of what those things are. So, I'm going to just very quickly go down a list. In terms of carnivorous plants, typically speaking, you'll see Drosera spatulata, Drosera capensis, and very rarely other Drosera species uh, as a weed coming from carnivorous plant nurseries. And it's just because, frankly, those species, just like I got Drosera spatulata going crazy over here, they end up everywhere. The seeds are very small. They can get carried away by even the fans that I got going in here whenever I'm not recording. And because of that, they can blow all over the place and end up in various different pots and just end up sprouting up. So those are the capensis and spatulata, or tokaiensis, end up being the most popular, well, the most common, I should say, to see as a hitchhiking sundew. Then you get into Utricularia, in which Biscomata subulata, those two are the ones that tend to be the most commonly seen, though frankly there's a whole gaggle of Utrix that can just, infect pots and go crazy. It's a lot more difficult to just say for sure what your Utric would be if you have one just randomly growing, but in most cases they're not going to overcompete with your plant and will just add, a very pretty aesthetic to your pot. Then we get ferns, liverworts, and mosses. So you'll see like various kinds of moss. Like, oh, here we go, right there. Ah, that's dripping all over me. Come on, focus in. There we go. You'll get kinds of mosses growing, liverworts from time to time, which you're gonna have to Google that and show that because I currently don't have any liverworts going on in my collection because I definitely like to weed those out. And the ferns and liverworts, I would highly suggest always removing as soon as you see them. If you're growing with live sphagnum moss, you'll see all kinds of different, weeds pop up. And no, I don't know all the different kinds of grasses and whatnot that are going to pop up, but trust me, there is a lot that will pop up. So given that, yeah, you generally speaking will only see sundews or Utricularia as the only carnivorous plant hitchhikers. Uh, in some very extreme cases, I have seen people get live sphagnum moss and from particular nurseries and whatnot that have large outdoor grow areas, and sometimes you can find some weird sundews and maybe even the odd Sarracenia seedling in some of them. But generally speaking, if you're growing with peat moss perlite, you're just going to see, moss or liverworts popping up. If you ordered from a nursery, yeah, generally speaking, almost everything that will come to you from them will more than likely just be, something benign. Because typically speaking, most nurseries, including myself, we go through and we weed out most of the offensive hitchhikers, and then if you end up having a carnivorous one in your pot, like I look at that as like, hey, cool, you got a free, you got a little freebie in there. But if it does not look like a sundew or does not look like a Utric, I would highly suggest weeding it out because some of the grasses and other plants can produce toxic chemicals and whatnot with their roots to kill out plants around them. It's how they compete in the wild and keep themselves nice and successful and in the very crowded bog environments. So definitely remove these weeds, else you're going to run into some issues in most cases. That's pretty much all I got to say on the topic. If you have a hitchhiker and you're not sure what it is, go ahead and join the Carnivorous Plant Discord, shoot us a picture. We'll be happy to help you in figuring out what it is, whether or not it's a weed or if it's another carnivorous plant and you just got a nice good freebie. Definitely check out in the description link to my website where you can buy a plant, help support this channel, and basically keep me doing what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.